Hey everyone, and welcome back to another World of Warcraft guide. So today we've got something pretty damn insane. It probably sounds like one of those clickbait videos that amounts to nothing, but, well, to my surprise, this really is a very effective way of leveling up your characters. The experience gains get crazy with an Elixir of the Rapid Mind, but even without one of those, this is still super effective. So, as we all know, Legion pre-patch brought with it invasions. These can happen in a few of the game's old zones, and they're available to all characters above level 10. They're scaled, so as far as experience gain and mob power goes, it's all grand. Now, Blizzard pushed a hotfix on the 12th of August that made it so that completing a stage will give you experience, meaning that this is indeed a very new method. Now, this might be nerfed or tweaked via another hotfix, so make use of it when you can. And how many levels you get from this will vary. My character went from level 17 to 24 doing 2 invasions, one with heirlooms and one without, and then from level 24 to 32 doing an invasion with heirlooms and an Elixir of the Rapid Mind. Now, one of my followers, GameDAO on Twitter, reported getting 60% of a level per invasion when level 99, and around 70% of a level when level 64, and I believe that's in heirlooms. That'll give you a rough idea on scaling, and a massive thanks to him for ticking me off to this method. I mean, so soon after the hotfix came out, he let me know, and that's really cool. So, of course, quite a few of these invasion zones are actually quite close to your starter zones, and it's definitely going to be extremely handy for Horde characters, since Ashara and Northern Barons are really close together. Also, do note that this will become way more powerful as time goes on, and Blizzard increases the spawn rate of the Legion invasions. And yeah, just the point of this video is I know a lot of people want to level up characters for Legion, try out new things. Maybe you don't want to, drop money in one, which makes sense. And equally, you don't have the time to level it up normally, but you want to get the character good for launch. So that's really who this video is targeted at. Before we get into numbers, just going to quickly cover prep. This is really well suited to the Elixir of the Rapid Mind. On a well-populated server, invasions are finished in under 15 minutes, but just to be sure, you should probably pop the pot just before the first stage completes. You also want to use heirlooms, of course, and if you aren't using Elixir of the Rapid Mind, I found that mob XP was actually really strong if you kill a mob without any help from NPCs or other players. If you're using the regular health, or not health, experience potion that gets, unapplied whenever you die, then it's probably best, first of all, make sure you're not marked for PvP, and just hop into one of the siege engines. That'll help to keep you safe. Anyway, so let's start off with my first invasion done with no XP modifiers applied. I started 11 bars into level 17 by the end of stage 1. I was 3.5 bars into level 18. By the end of stage 2, I was 16 bars into level 18. By the time I entered phase 3, I was 1.5 bars into level 19. And by the time the final stage was over, I was 10.5 bars into level 20. Then I put on an heirloom, all my heirloom gear, I think it was to 45%. Headed into Ashara. That got me from being 10.5 bars into level 20 to just above level 24. And then finally, we've got the thing that you're all waiting for, the Elixir of the Rapid Mind run. Unfortunately, by the time I got to Westfall, stage 1 had already been completed. I don't have that much time to make this video, so we're just going to have to run on my numbers for the last 3 stages. So I started off 17.5 bars into level 24. After stage 2 was complete, I was a third of a bar into level 27. By the time stage 3 was finished, I was 4.5 bars into level 29. And then finally, the last stage resulted in me being 2 bars into level 32. So doing 3 stages of one invasion with the Elixir got me from the end of level 24 to the start of level 32. Now, since I started at the end of level 24 and I finished at the start of level 32, I've got to be careful not to fluff my numbers up here. So for the purpose of working stuff out, let's just say I started with 0 bars into level 25, and that doing these 3 invasions essentially got me 7 full levels of experience. A full invasion, it's pretty much going to give you 9 or 10 levels in 15 minutes, which is pretty damn mental. Of course, travel is going to be a pain in the ass. Ideally, you want to have a friend with you, someone with a multi-person mount, who can help cart you around if you're a low-level character. Other than that, just think about your portals. Maybe you can get some help from a mage friend. But if you can fund it with the elixirs, this is a very fast way of leveling up your characters. And even if you don't have the elixirs, it's still a pretty fast way of leveling up your characters. And also bear in mind that within the next 2 weeks, these invasions will pretty much be always on in every zone. so you could just run between Northern Barrens and Ashara constantly, getting 3 or 4 levels every 15 minutes. You know, that could be giving you 12, 15 levels an hour with no elixir, and, you know, perhaps 20 to 30 levels an hour with an elixir. That said, as GameDev's numbers do suggest, that the amount of levels you get per invasion do drop off as you hit the higher levels. But hey, for getting through the original, like the vanilla content, it's a pretty damn good way of doing things. And by the time you do hit level 60, if you're using a Rapid Mind or, you know, another elixir plus your heirloom gear, it'll still be getting you like 2 to 4 levels a go, which is pretty nice. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope it helps you out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.